Artificial intelligence produced in Israel is being implemented throughout the US health system to help identify potentially deadly symptoms linked to coronavirus. CLEW, the medtech firm specialising in real-time AI analytics, received emergency FDA approval and will hit intensive care units in the States as soon as possible. Now, to tell us more about how this technology works, I'm joined now by Salomon, the CEO and founder at CLEW Medical. Gal, thank you so much for joining us. Now, to start off, what are some of the coronavirus complications that the technology can identify?
So the technology is basically trained to identify respiratory failure deterioration, which is one of the most complicated deterioration which associate with different kind of mechanism. And by the way, over the last few months, this is pretty much what we're seeing mainly with the corona patients, which are attached to a mechanical ventilator. So those are the type of things that we're working over the last couple of years.
And Gal, reports say that the tech can predict deterioration as much as 8 hours in advance. Now, how much of a difference can this extra time have on the patient's treatment and outcome?
This is a game changer in a way that one of the things that we're seeing, and this is something which is very open in the public domain, that if we're taking, one niche or one use case, which is corona, what you can see that deterioration are very, very, they're basically taking a very long time, but the fall down is so fast. The idea of early intervention equal to better outcome, what we're trying to do is intervene as soon as we can. Because if we know that something is going to happen, we have a lot of measures that we can take in place, because when you started to see a fast deterioration, in some of the cases, it's already gone. You can't do anything anymore. And the whole idea is to provide enough time so the clinician can make an early intervention and change the outcome of the patient.
And it seems as though we are still learning about the virus, like the symptoms and the effects on the body. How quickly can the tech adapt to new information that comes in?
We have built the corona over just, the last couple of months, but the company was created almost 5 years ago, aimed to create a paradigm shift in the way that we're running our ICUs, which is focused on the US market. So what we have done is we have created a system that it collects a lot of information from the patient, from the physiological part of the patient, which is, from your blood pressure, your saturation, pulse, fever, and obviously a lot of knowledge which are coming, from the medical devices associated with your condition. That can be the pumps, the ventilator, the ECMO machine, everything, and obviously the monitor. Everything is collected in real time, analyzed in real time, and providing information in a graphical way, so the team can make a good judgment based on what they're seeing. So we're collecting a lot of information in real time, analyze them, and provide an insight with regards to who from the patient are going to be deteriorating, who is going to be stable, and who we're not really sure what's going to be with him.
And Gal, you've already had the system in place in a research basis in a handful of US hospitals for 10 months now. Tell us about how the FDA push came about and what it means for the next stage of technology.
So I think, for us, the EUA was good push to get approval to start, marketing and sell the product, because as you probably know, up to an FDA approval or clearance, you can't really sell. You can do pilots, you can do research, but you can't really sell anything like that. And I think giving the time, giving the essence, and giving the urgency, everything is coming. I said, guys, we have a technology. We're already, almost 2 years in the process of getting the FDA approved, and this is just, another push. So institution in the US can adopt this kind of technology as early as you can and really save lives. This is pretty much what we're doing here. The whole idea right now, given the approval that we got for the EUA, is to start pushing this type of technology, not just for the installation that we have in the US, is really to new customers, new networks, and this is pretty much what we're working currently. It's really commercialize the product.
Well, Gal Salomon, the CEO and founder of CLEW, it's an incredible achievement for you and your team and a very important step in the way of fighting coronavirus. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.